Meet me. Welcome back, boys. And today we're going to do a follow-up to Hwayoung. Apologize for not uploading in a while. I've been very busy, and I've also kind of just been sick. I'm actually still sick, so I probably sound a little nasally right now. You'll just have to deal with it. But you see this beautiful recall button, and I did read some comments from my guildies and stuff, and apparently Hwayoung is pretty trash now. And yeah, you know what? That's really no surprise there because we kind of said in the videos I did before that if anything, they're probably going to overbuff her, and then I wouldn't be surprised that if she really does blow, they'll add an exclusive equipment to kind of give her some of her old OP-ness back, but they probably didn't want to nerf her twice. But let's find out if she's really as bad as everyone says. So, what did I really want to be done to Hwayoung? So, I wanted her to do basically the same thing that she did before against high HP units, right? I think that was fine. That was what her job is, though, right? I didn't want her to literally one-shot her, because that's what I complained about, right? That not only did she one-shot, like, high HP tanks, she also literally one-shotted everything in the game, so it didn't matter. Like, if you had 10k HP, you died. If you had 15k HP, you died. If you had 20k HP, you died. So let's find out if that's true in practice, because if she sucks against everything, then it's a horrible over nerf and she sucks. If she could still kill high HP units, but is significantly worse against those other units, like, fine, if they have like 17k HP, maybe she should still do a lot of damage to them, but bullshit that she was able to kill like 11k HPs too. So what I did with her stats is I actually changed her gear a little bit. Some of it makes no sense. It's actually kind of awkward because I don't want health on her gear, and the way her stat, like, you can't get defense on weapons and stuff, so just have dead stats here. But my previous weapon had like 30% health or something on her, so yeah, I think people have to re-gear their Hwayoungs for sure. Like, if you're still running like the old school 15k HP Hwayoung with 7k attack, I think you're going to be hosed, because I think that HP difference is going to matter a lot more. So I would say if you can't replicate my damage numbers in this video, like assuming that they're good, you definitely need to knock her health down, which I think is another perk, and just shuttle all that health stat into attack or defense or speed, because I really think you cannot go past like 12k HP anymore, because from what I hear, that HP differential is pretty strict, which we'll find out very soon. So let's jump right into Arena, start hunting down some high, medium, low HP targets, and see what the deal is. Alright, so let's go through some, and I'll edit this video. Let's go through some of these real fast, but what we're trying to figure out is how much damage can she do against high HP units, medium HP units, low HP units, and let's find out if she really is gutted. And for the first test, I don't know, we definitely wanted to hit an Arabi. Should we give her... We won't even give her Vigor buff. Let's just see it with raw attack buff. Because realistically, there's very few cases where you'll have both Vigor and attack buff. It's not something you could really count on. So this is probably going to be proof. Let's see how much damage it does. 11k HP Hwayoung. No proof. I'd say she still does the freaking job against high HP units, so... Looks like that's been retained. I think, you know, she's still doing her job there. Alright, let's edit forward to a medium HP unit. Alright, so let's try a 15k HP unit now. So this is Delabet, 15k HP. I intentionally didn't kill anything in the opener, so... No, let's just go raw and no attack buff. They have no mitigation, so 15k HP Delabet versus Hwayoung, so 4k HP difference. Let's see what the dealio is here without attack buff. That is dog shit. That is dog shit damage. That's actually pretty hilarious. So, oof, they really did not screw around when they went for it. So, 4k HP differential is still pretty decent, and it just completely new. And granted, I had no attack buff, but what? It's 50%, so it would have done like 6k. Wow, you really need an HP difference for this hero to do anything now, I guess. Let's see what the S1 hits for against Delabet without attack buff. Boop, 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 boop. 3,300. So actually, like, the S... It might just be better to S1 against medium HP units than to even waste the S3, because it sounds like it does absolutely nothing if they have a high HP differential. Let's kick Delibet now, attack buff. 5600. Actually, I think her damage is pretty good on the S1 still. 5600? That's nothing to sneeze at. Okay, could actually finish Delibet here. How much HP does Conquer have? 19k HP? So we're going to lose here for sure, but I want to see how much damage she does against a 19k HP unit. Actually, should we just hit Belian? It has defense buff though, so Belian at 21k HP, let's just hit it. So we know against medium HP units she does dog garbage damage, but yeah, look, the damage is still really good against high HP units, so I think they kind of did it right. Maybe they went a little bit overboard on, I mean, the damage she just did to Delibet was a joke. Like, the S3 is basically unusable unless they have a huge HP difference. Maybe it should have done, they could have tuned a little, like, I think it'd be okay if she hit it for, like, 8 or 9k. My real problem was when it literally one-shotted everything, but they literally turned it into complete joke damage. But, I don't know, her actual S3 against high HP units still seems pretty good to me. Alright, so we lost this one for sure. Now let's hunt down some kind of low HP unit. Alright, so we're just going to counter cleave this, because all these are, like, super squishy units, so let's see what we could do here. Yeah, I doubt he's going to outspeed me, so we'll kill this. I don't even think I really need to S3. Maybe I won't S3 just so I don't get pushed. Actually, it's fine, because my Hwayoung's faster than, I mean, I think we could all... I don't know what the Watcher Shuri's HP is, but I think we could all agree that it's probably less than 10k. So let's see what Hwayoung does against that. No attack buff, but it is a Watcher Shuri. So, alright, so pretty much nothing. But, honestly, I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with these changes, so... Based on what I'm seeing, that S3 has been gutted against anything but the highest HP units. But against high HP units, it still seems to blow them the hell up. I think people are going to have to definitely re-gear their Hwayoungs to be low HP. But, I don't know. Let's just go over some more high HP units just to make sure she could still do that job. Alright, this one might be a good one to test on, because now we could also see how she works against evasion units while also testing her damage against high HP units and all that jazz still, because there's an FCC on. It's actually a weird defense, but, alright, let's see. I don't really care about Rain, right? What is this, an ER Celine? Let's provoke that. It is an ER Celine, what the frig? Or she just 15%'d me twice. But I want to kick this FCC first, just to see the damage. She'll just get revived by Celine now, but whatever. Okay, so now we have Vigor and attack buff. Let's see, because people were telling me she can't even kill high HP units anymore. Is that true? Because it doesn't seem to be from what I saw before. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, that's BS. She could still kill high HP units. I mean, granted, she survived with 300 HP, but this is a 30k HP FCC. She does a lot of damage still to high HP units, that's for sure. So I think, as expected, because remember when they gutted her, they said they were increasing the damage on her S3. It looks like they kind of did do that. I think her damage against high HP units is still completely reasonable. Alright, let's knock out that stupid skill nullifier off these people. Which it just doesn't really matter what we're hitting right now because nothing's gonna die. So we'll just play out this whole match and kind of just see what happens. Because Hwayoung needs to hard counter Riolet and ML Celine too, right? So can we kick this? How much damage does this do on a miss? 6,300? That's really not that terrible, right? Okay. Leave my Conquer Lilius alone. They really don't like her. Okay. Wow. Let's push Hwayoung.
I don't want to fight a pushover.
Let's kill the rain. Oop. I'm just gonna get rid of the skill nullifier. Alright, Hwayoung kicks FCC. FCC does die. ML Celine kills that. Yeah, so let's kill Celine and see what happens. Do I still one-shot Celine's? 10,000 damage on an S1. Seems good to me. Let's get rid of skill nullifier. Let's buff up. So how much does Hwayoung hit Riolet for? I'm just gonna S1. 5k still seems pretty decent as a Riolet counter, right? And that's more than most heroes are gonna do. Oh, he's gonna S3 now, right? Oh lord. Buffed Riolet. Scary. How much damage does this do? Okay. So let's S3 the Riolet. Let's see if this does anything. We actually hit him. You know, that actually wasn't bad. I mean, granted I hit him, but isn't this what we asked for? Or at least what a lot of us asked for? 9k damage. Like, I guess with mitigation that might feel like nothing, right? Like, this is no mitigation. But, like, how much damage could it do without deleting her? Like, let's say that S3 hit for any more than that. Doesn't she just delete low HP units still then? Like, we were asking that she not delete low HP units anymore. Like, delete everything in the game anymore, TS3? I don't know, but I think this fight was a good kind of showcase of everything, so let's move on to the summary. Alright, so now that we've actually tested Hwayoung, let's really talk about it, and you guys all know I hate this hero, but I'm going to try to be as, like, reasonable and rational as possible. So, my prediction that she'd still be able to one-shot bruisers, although maybe bruiser is not too vague of a term. Super high HP tanks like FCCs, Aravis, Belines, and stuff, that seems to hold to be true. She seems to have no trouble one-shotting those units still, and if you're Hwayoung Can, like these are my stats, I suspect it's because you are not lowering her HP. You really have to keep her HP low now. If you have to, put her on like a freaking level 70 helmet or like a level 5 helmet to get that health number down. Or hell, don't put a helmet on her at all. I don't know. But the thing is, you really need to keep her HP low. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to one-shot anything. I think her performance against low HP units, I'm a fan. It's much worse, but that's what we asked for, right? I think her S1 is still doing a reasonable amount of damage. God, I'm so stuffy. Sorry for my voice. But I think, as far as I'm concerned, it's what I asked for. I think she's doing a completely acceptable amount of damage to low HP units. If it's any higher, it's still too much. Like, she was one-tapping everything, and you just saw, I'm able to one-shot a Celine with her S1 stun. I think I kicked her for like 10k without defense break. So her damage there is still pretty solid. I'd say the thing where they gutted her maybe a little bit too much was that example where we hit that Delibet. So there was around a 4k HP difference there, and that S3 is complete dog shit against those kind of units. So I think, like, my acceptable number for damage for Hwayoung to a unit that has more HP than her, I'd say, like, if any unit has more HP than Hwayoung, I would think the starting point would probably be around 9k. And let's say like 4k HP difference, maybe it does like, I don't know, 11k or something. I don't want it to one-shot for sure, but I think I hit that Delibet for like 4k or something when she had 4,000 more HP than me. That's pretty horrible, so I think that's where she's going to suffer the most, like fighting things like Delibets or Senyas, like those middle-tier units that are hovering around like 15 to 17k HP. It seems like Hwayoung is almost useless against those units, so I think that's where she got really gutted. And if they ever want to buff her again, if they do find that she underperforms, that's probably where they have to look at her and be like, okay, I think she's okay against low HP units, I think she's okay against high HP units, But when a unit has 4 or 5k more HP than Hwayoung, what's the right amount of damage? Because I don't think 4k is the right amount of damage, or whatever we saw there. So I think that's my summary of the nerfs. I think I'm happy with her high-end damage. I'm happy with her low-end damage. Like, by low-end, I mean 8 damage against low HP units. I think her damage against, like, middle HP units, 15 to 17k, they went a little overboard, I think. That was complete dog water damage. And I think because a lot of units in the game are hovering around those HPs, like Senya's a very popular unit, I think that's the part that's going to hurt her the most. So I think in terms of should I recall her, I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys. I mean, like, she is objectively significantly worse than she was. I'm not going to argue that. Like, she's like 2 or 3 times worse than she was. But I also considered her the most broken unit in the game. So her being 2 times worse, I still don't think she's a bad unit. I think she's a pretty good unit still. But I think she's going to feel a lot worse to a lot of you guys, because you take a super busted unit and you make her in line with everything else, suddenly they feel much worse, right? But I think in the context of other things, like I saw some videos on Arunka, I think this Nerfed Hwayoung is still better than that dog garbage hero that I saw. I have Grace of Growth, and I didn't realize there's a 3-day delay, so I can't test Arunka yet, because I refuse to build her, but I will. But, yeah, I still think Hwayoung is plenty usable, especially in like Guild Wars offense and stuff like that. In RTA, she's going to be a lot harder to draft because she's not that I win button against literally every tank team anymore. And I suspect that to further get around Hwayoung, if Hwayoung remains popular, I suspect that everyone will start lowering the HPs on their A-Ravis and stuff to really take advantage of that HP differential and close the gap, because that was the main thing that they needed HP for to survive Hwayoung. They might just lower the HP and go like full DPS, like 18k HP A-Ravis, and completely get rid of Hwayoung's damage. So I think, yeah, I think if anything, they didn't need to get rid of the 15% CR push on her S1. And I think in the future they might kind of align her damage a little bit to do a little bit more damage to those middle tier units. Otherwise, she's definitely much worse, don't get me wrong, but I honestly don't think she's as terrible as everyone made her out to be. Everyone says she's completely useless now. I think completely useless is a stretch. I think she's just not ungodly broken anymore. I don't know. That's my thoughts based on this limited playtesting so far. But I haven't done any RTA this season at all, so you guys tell me, is she completely useless in RTA? Is she absolutely unusable now? If you guys have been actively doing RTA? Maybe. If so, leave it in the comments below. Let me know. If I have time, I'll try to playtest her in RTA myself. And I honestly am curious. I would just like to know your thoughts on that. So anyways, thanks for watching. Till next time, boys. Peace out.